Hey guys, I'm back with another video. I have my regular old background and the room background. My mom was in the room staying here for Thanksgiving, and then the little backdrop right here had to get put down because it was just taking up too much space. So we're just going to try it for today. I have the hat on because my hair needs to be washed. So I'm just going to cover that up. I'm going to do a funky look today and also like a catch up, get ready with me, because it's a lot of things have been happening and I wanted to fill y'all in. So we're going to get started. I'm going to do kind of like a grungy makeup look today, something completely different. So hopefully you guys will like it. I'm kind of winging it. So I'm priming my eyes with Steel Eyeshadow Base, a medium. And then I'm going to use this really gorgeous Estee Edit palette. It's called the Gritty Eye palette. Look at these gorgeous colors. They're so pigmented and smooth. So I'm going to use it with some neutrals because, you know, you need some matte shades to balance it out. So I'm using my Mayron neutral palette. So a lot has been happening over the last week. I can finally breathe. So I've been planning my husband's 40th birthday party. I know he's 40. He doesn't look 40, and but he is. So he would turn 40 on November 22nd, and I planned this huge week for him of surprises because he only turns 40 once, and last year on his birthday, it was like the week of our wedding, so we didn't do a lot because we just didn't have time, and there was just a lot going on, obviously, for the wedding, so I wanted to make it up in a way. And then I surprised him on his birthday with like a 3-part kind of gift. So the gift was like mind, body, and soul related. So does any of y'all's boyfriends or husbands love to watch the History Channel like mine? He just loves those boring history documentaries, just like my dad. My dad does too. So anyways, he loves watching those, but he's not a huge reader. But he does like to learn about history. So I got him this huge like coffee table History of the World book, which I got from Barnes & Noble. It's a really beautiful book, and I had lots of pictures, so I figured he would really like that because he definitely loves to learn about history. He doesn't really read nonfiction, he doesn't really read fiction or anything, but he loves the history stuff. So I got him that for Mind. And then I took him to the spa, and we had a facial and couples body massage and foot scrub. So that was the body. So that was awesome, and I got to treat myself as well. Hee hee hee. And then for soul, I actually hired a personal chef to come to our house, and I surprised him with soul food dinner because he's from the South, born and raised in Atlanta. So I wanted to kind of hook him up with a really good soul food. So mind, body, and soul. So I kind of laid down the foundation. I'm using now this kind of not copper, like a rusty color. So he really liked that. And then my mom came into town that same day. So she was able to be there for the dinner. And the chef made us some really good food. It was actually my good friend Ebony's brother, who is a chef. And we had collard greens, mac and cheese, peach cobbler. My mom had chicken and asparagus because she eats healthier. It was really good. So that was his birthday. And then I got him a gift for every day of the week. Just to kind of, honestly, it was to divert him because I was throwing him a massive surprise party on Saturday. So every day of the week I kind of just tried to throw him off. So I got him some cute little things that I knew he would like. Like I got him some stylish handkerchiefs and those little flower pins for your suits. I got him like a engraved tie clip, a bow tie, cologne, just like guy stuff, you know. And then just to kind of distract him from the big party, because he always, he's in the club industry, so he always throws everybody else's big events, and I wanted to for once throw him a party because he always throws everybody else's parties. So let's go ahead and just kind of smoke it out with this black and a tiny pencil brush. So this is like a kind of more grungy look, like I said, so it's more just for the impact of the smoky eye. So I'm getting in here and just kind of etching out a little bit of smokiness. So yeah, then on Saturday, I took him on a helicopter tour of Atlanta, which was really nice because I don't know if I told y'all this, but my husband went to school. He went to Embry-Riddle University, which is in Daytona Beach. Is a school, an aviation aeronautics school for people who want to be pilots and do aviation. He went on an Air Force scholarship to be a pilot, but then he ended up getting his business degree and doing entrepreneurship. So he's always loved planes, obviously, because he went to school for it, especially after watching Top Gun as a kid. So it's always kind of had a special place in his heart. So we went and did the airplane thing. He really, really liked it. And again, that was a diversion because that was not the real prize. So that was Saturday, and I knew Saturday was the day of the party, so I kind of wanted to trick him in thinking that was like the last surprise. And then on Saturday, I told him I had like a blogger holiday party, so he needed to get dressed up. That was a total fib. So I was like, yeah, it's going to be really fun. Make sure to dress up. There's going to be a lot of fashion bloggers there. Look how cute. That's what I told him. So we dressed up, and I took him to dinner first because I told him I wanted to take him on a romantic dinner, just him and I, because my mom was with us all week. The reason my mom was in town was not even for Thanksgiving, which Thanksgiving was in the middle of the week. It was for his surprise party, and she came to help me, so that was really nice of her. But, yeah, so I took him to dinner. We were all dressed up. I even, like, got a dress from Rent the Runway, which was gorgeous. I got so many compliments on it. So it was Rent the Runway is where you can rent special occasion dresses. I love that site. I always rent from there for like weddings and special events. So I have the link in my profile below if you're interested, especially with like New Year's coming up and Christmas. So if you want to rent a dress, that's really cute. Like the dresses are like $500, but you pay like $50 to rent. So so I got my dress rented and everything. And then we went to dinner, a really, really nice dinner. Had some delicious lamb, and I had a salad because I was trying to keep it tight. You know, the dress was kind of fitted, so I had to keep it tight. And then the surprise was I rented a venue, and I did it. I went all out. I had a DJ, catering, a bar, music. I ordered a cake, but I think the cake lady scammed me because she never delivered the cake. And I spent a lot of money on that cake, and it was supposed to be this gorgeous like cake that had all of his favorite things on it. I was like, and I kept getting texts from my mom and my sister-in-law like, the cake isn't here, and I was like, oh my god. So we're gonna go after that lady because you should never ruin someone's huge special event like that. And I don't even know if she was scamming me the whole time or if this was just like a fluke. I will put her information below though, so you will not use her ever if you're in Atlanta. So anyways, besides that though, it was really cool. I had this image made which was like a Superman, because he also loves Superman, and it had his head on it. And it was like this huge image of him projected on the entire wall of the room with cool lights, and it was like so cute. Anyways, he loved it, and I even had these like fat heads or like big giant heads on a stick of his face printed out so people could like put them in front of their face for people who came from out of town, and he couldn't tell who it was, and it was like a surprise. So he was so like happy, and I think he said he kind of knew something was going on, but he didn't want to think about it. He was just going with it. So, but I don't think he knew that it was going to be such a huge thing. So we partied. I gave a speech, and I cried like a little baby because I'm a little punk. But yeah, so we partied, and his mom gave a speech too, which was really nice. It was just good to be around family and friends. It was open to all of our family. So after that, we partied quick, and we quickly cleaned up, and then I took him for a surprise part two. So I actually took him to the W Hotel, which is a really nice hotel chain, kind of like more for parties. So we took him to the W, and then I got a nice suite for us. He did not know this. I already put like decorations, and I had already checked in earlier in the day. Okay, sorry about that. My camera died. So I checked into the W, and it was a really beautiful suite. I already put like birthday decorations up in there earlier in the day. And I had told him that I need to go find a pair of shoes for this blogger party, but really I wanted to check in to the hotel. So then he opened up his next present, which was this really pretty, it was a really nice Michael Kors watch. It's like a gold and silver that kind of replaces this old watch he used to love, which couldn't get replaced. So he didn't even know what was going on. Like, he didn't know where we were going. He was like, what? And he was like, and I was like, all right, I'm going to change really quick, because I wanted to change into my club outfit. So, because I didn't want my mama to see my little hoochie club outfit. I had a more nicer, more conservative dress for the actual party, the first party. So I wanted to change into my little outfit. And then we left the W because we had to go to part 3. And he was like, oh, we're leaving the W? And I wanted to get a room too because I knew we were going to party. And I didn't want to worry about driving home. I didn't want to worry about drinking and driving. And plus I wanted us to have like our own night to ourselves again because my mom was staying with us. So we ended up taking an Uber to a club, which was this really nice club called Sweet. I don't know if y'all are in Atlanta, if you heard of it, but I got 2 sections on the stage. So we were balling out. We had bottles, and it was like a whole bunch of us showed up, like 25 people from the party ended up coming to this portion of the night. And he was so surprised. He thought the night was over, but nope. I made sure to give him like the family party, the family and friends party, and then also the party, you know. So we were popping bottles, and I danced my butt off. I actually probably spilled my drinks more than I actually drank them because I was just dancing it up. Because I was just so relieved that it was over, because it was stressful keeping the secret for like 2 months of my planning. Because I used to tell my husband, I'm used to telling him everything, like every part of my day, but having to keep this secret and all the coordination, all the texting and planning and all that stuff was a lot of work. So thank God that's over. It was awesome though. Like it was just a great night. I will try to post pictures on Instagram once I get all the professional pictures back. So that was fun. And he really loved it. So then we checked into the hotel. We went back to the hotel. We are so we were like, okay, time to go back to the hotel, and just me and him, just all about me and him, you know. But no, one of his friends, of course, had to get wasted. And we had to babysit him, and he had to sleep in our room. Luckily, we got a suite so we could stay like in the living area on the couch. I was like, really? Really, dude? But of course, I'd rather have him stay and not hurt himself or other people on the road with his drunk self. So then, yeah, we slept. That's all we did. We just slept. And then woke up. And then we had to get ready to check out because we were going to the Atlanta Falcons game on Sunday, which was my last present. I ended up getting us matching custom jerseys with our last names on it. Atlanta Falcons jerseys. Those things are not cheap, by the way. Have you ever gotten one of those? I was like, dang, these are expensive. But I wanted that to be kind of like the last prize. And we go to every home game for the Falcons, so I knew I would get my worth out of that jersey. Because I will wear that jersey to every single game. I got the brows on. Let's see, we need to put a little bit more highlight color, I think. Just kind of get a little light to the eyes, you know, because they're kind of dark. So let's go ahead and put some of a bright highlight underneath. Just to kind of lift it a little bit. Now I'll probably put like a little tear duct shimmer too. to bring life. So it's just kind of like a rusty, smoky eye. I'll have to fix it once I have lashes on. So then let's go back to the palette. And let's take this gold right here and we'll pop it into the tear duct. These are so, like, these eyeshadows are so gorgeous. And completely different than what I usually wear. Because, you know, I usually do my, like, pretty kind of soft neutrals, but this is not soft. It's bang. Banging. Alright, so then let's put black into our waterline. I make sure to blend out that. I hate when a tear duct highlight is like too obvious and you can see the edges, so I just make sure to blend it out with my finger. So I'm going to lunch with my girlfriend after this, so I'm going to have some crazy makeup on and a hat. I'm going to have to tone it down. I want to scare everybody. Let's do some eyeliner. Inglot gel liner. My favorite. I just need a line so that way my lashes have something to stick to. This gel liner is getting old, but I am going to use it until I cannot use it no more. Because I do not want to, it's like these things are like gold, you know. You don't want to throw them out until you've got every last drop. Oops, got a little bit on my face. Luckily I did my eyes first because I knew that I was doing a dramatic eye and I didn't want it to smudge all over the place. Oh, let's use this Bye Bye Under Eye It Cosmetics Illuminating Concealer in Tan. I haven't been using these, but I really like them. Instead of the typical concealer, it definitely has like an illuminating property to it. And it does have that peachy tone, so it kind of knocks out the darkness. Surprisingly, this color is tan because it goes really, really light under me, on my skin. So it is a little bit kind of lighter. And then I'm going to use the Ofra Cosmetics Absolute Cover Silk Peptide Foundation. I have a couple of different shades of this. I might have to mix some of them together. So I have shade 7 right here. This is a full coverage foundation, by the way, and I don't usually do full coverage, but we're going to do it today because I got a rock star look. So I'm going to use shade 7 on the inside of my face. And then this definitely has a very silicone-y feel, by the way, like a silicone type of foundation, and it's called Silk Peptide. They have a lot of their skincare is like Silk Peptide. And then on the outside, I'm going to use 7.5, which is a little bit darker. See, definitely a little bit darker. So I'm applying it to my hand. Do you see the difference with those colors? That's a darker 7.5 and then 7 next to it. So I think what I'm going to do is just mix the residue of the 7 with a little bit of that 7.5, and then I'm going to pop it onto the outer perimeter of my face. And this is going to kind of warm me up because I think 7 is a little bit too beigey for me. So hopefully this will make it work. 7.5 is probably my color when I'm really tan in the summer. Alright, so let's go ahead and mix that all together. I'm going to use my Vortex Flat Top Buffer Brush, spray it with a little fixing spray from Makeup Forever, and then I'm just going to buff it all in. So it doesn't look so full coverage once I kind of buff it in. Which I like, because I'm like not really a full coverage gal. That's a pretty good match. Let's go ahead and put a little bit more in the center. Because you definitely need, generally when you put foundation on, you should try to move from the center on out because typically you don't need as much coverage on the outer perimeter of your face. Of course, everybody's different, so if you do have more discoloration or issues, but generally you should work from the inside out. Okay, pretty finish. And let's go ahead and highlight. I'm going to use, what are we going to use today? Let's mix it up. I'm going to use this HD concealer from LA Girl in Pure Beige. I do like this highlight because it's got yellow. I feel like I needed a little bit of yellow in my skin because that foundation is a little bit beigey. And then we're going to do, ooh girl. Ooh, that was like a big old oily. Like I haven't used this in a while, so it's like oil is coming out. Do you see this oil? Yikes. So you gotta make sure to mix these up really good. This is the Pro Conceal in Chestnut. Okay, well we're not gonna use that one because it's giving us some problem. Let's see, instead I'm going to use the Nude Sticks bronzer pencil. How about I sharpen it though, because I definitely just scratched my face up. Probably need to sharpen it more because it's still scratching my face. So I'm going to blend all that in. First I'm going to blend in this contour. I'm wetting my brush and I'm using a small synthetic brush because I don't want to spread this too far. See how that kind of just disappears into a shadow versus kind of just going, we don't want it to go all over the place. Kind of pushing this back into my hairline. I'm doing like circular motions to kind of just buff it out, and I'm gonna have to clean up probably with a little bit of my foundation brush. So yeah, that was pretty much the party, and it was really nice having my mom there because she helped like set up everything with my other family and friends, because I wasn't there to set up the party, which is kind of hard, you know, when you plan it, you don't know, you know, you're kind of like, you want to set it up, but I trusted them and I gave them a spreadsheet, a detailed Excel spreadsheet with how to set up, because you know, I'm just OCD like that. Now I'm just going to blend in this. Then I'm going to take the foundation brush and just kind of blend everything together. So let's take just a setting powder and just cover the entire thing so everything is nice and set. Big ol' Makeup Forever brush and my Cover FX medium setting powder. And then we're going to go in, let's go in with the It Cosmetics Sculpting Kit. I'm going to tap it into the darker powders. Some of this matte highlight. And just kind of get there. Put it down the center of her nose. And then I'm going to come in with this doe foot brush. And I'm going to take the lightest contour color called Soft Contour. And I'm going to hit my nose. Let's see, need a little bit more. Let's go ahead and contour that a little bit more. I'm going to go up a shade to light contour and just kind of get that line in there. So let's go for some blush. Let's use this Kat Von D Hansel and Gretel. With these Kat Von D blushes, I only use the dark side because I find that the light side's a little bit ashy on me, even if I mix it together. So I'm just going to use the darker side, which is a nice kind of terracotta. Kind of complements the reddish tones in the eyes too. And then I'm going to use the new Makeup Forever Light Fusion somethings, Pro Light Fusion. The new highlighters. And I'm just going to take my blush brush and just kind of get it right here. I like that these are more subtle though, because these are, they're not super intense, which is kind of nice. Okay, so let's go ahead and apply some lashes. So I got distracted from my storytelling. So my husband's birthday was on Tuesday the 22nd. Then we had Thanksgiving on Thursday. And then his party was on Saturday. And then our anniversary was on Monday. So it was a lot of going out and cake and celebrating. But it was an awesome week. Definitely indulged a lot. So I gotta tighten back up and just kind of eat clean. I kind of want to eat clean just because I feel like I gained weight. And I feel just bleh, you know. So on my anniversary, I was like to my hubby, I was like, so what are you doing for the anniversary? Because he told me he would plan it because he knew I was planning his birthday. And it was a big birthday. Because I was kind of like, how are you going to top what I did? You know, what's she going to do? So he did a good job though. So what he did was he surprised me in the morning with flowers. And he had a whole bouquet of colorful roses. And he said that, you know, the different colors represented all the different days that we spent together. And though they're different, they're beautiful. So that was really sweet. And then he got me another bouquet. And it was like all the reasons why he loved me. He had a different note on each flower. So that was so sweet. Because, you know, girls like to be told why they... Every girl wants to know why their guy loves them. Or why their girl loves them. Noir fairy lashes. Okay, and then I guess all that's left is the lip. So I'm going to do a really fun bright lip. This is C603 Artist Rouge Cream from Make Forever. So I was saying, he got me a bouquet of flowers, and then we had matching jackets, like these Marvel comic jackets that said Team Thomas, which is our last name, established 2015, which is when we got married. And on the back it said King on his sweatshirt and Queen on mine. So he got his personalized little sweatshirts. And then we went on a 3-hour scavenger hunt in the city. And I was like, well, I was tired, but it was like definitely like he put some work in, because he's not the best at planning stuff, but he did a really good job. So it was really great. So this is why I was saying I was going to go kind of different, because it's definitely like a blue lip and rusty kind of grungy eyes with curly hair and a baseball hat. So what do you guys think? Do you like it? This lip is definitely different, but it's still fierce. The format of the lipstick is that it's supposed to have like a bullet kind of shape, so that way it makes it really precise. So I think I still need to clean it up a little bit though. So I'm going to get in there and kind of etch around it. Yeah, I'm going to use this color. This is MAC. It's one of their Pro Glide pencils. Cold Power pencils in Mystery. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. I'll have the product breakdown on makeupbyrenren.com. Hope you guys enjoyed chatting with me. And if you have any video requests, let me know. I have my anniversary video. My wedding actual video should be up by now, hopefully. So definitely check that out. Speaking of all this anniversary talk. And then I have a giveaway for the holidays coming up. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Until next time, have a great night. Ciao, Bellas.